So what made you decide to go into coaching?
Well, just, going back to your point there, I think it's just, to me, when you look back and you recognize the teams that, there's a lot of teams every year, but the teams that win, the championship teams, it's usually they come together for a common purpose. When you're on a team, you're wearing the same jersey, you come together, you're practicing together, but does everyone on that team, do they have a common purpose in mind? Do they have a common goal in mind? And that's something that we've talked about with our team this year, is like really having that vision of what it is and what that purpose is, because it allows you to wake up with 2 feet on the ground every day when you know that there's a purpose bigger than you.
Yep.
And to your point, I think that's important for us. It's important for us this year, but to have guys who decided to forego the NFL draft to come back, and then a few other guys come into the program, you can feel that right now, where there's when they wake up in the morning, they're not just waking up because they have to be there at 7:15. They're waking up because they want to beat the team up north, win a national championship. Yep. Like everyone in the team can tell you that. They're coming together for a common purpose, and that's what we hope in the end is what allows us to raise the trophy. But why I got into coaching, I think it goes back to growing up and all the coaches that had that influence on me in my life. And not having a father allowed me an opportunity to pick some of the traits that I saw in each of these coaches. My grandfather had a huge influence on me. My father-in-law had a huge influence on me. But also all these other coaches growing up, some things I liked, maybe some things I didn't like.
No
but
doubt.
when you don't have a dad, you actually get to choose the ones you want.
Yeah.
And so that was one of the positives of my childhood. But then also it's the competitiveness. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I would have a hard time not having that competitive fire and just adrenaline week in and week out.
Yeah.
I love that part of it. That's the way I've always been. And then I like just being around people. I like being around the players. I like being around the coaches. We wake up in the morning, you're around people that you like want to be great, and the challenge of that, I think, is why I got into coaching.
We love the game. We just happen to love football.
Right.
Other people love other things,
mm-hmm.
but being around what you love, and then seeing what I noticed growing up with a father who was a coach, that I could see, even though I was young and a little older, I could see the difference he was making with those people,
mm-hmm.
and how he just loved doing it. And to me, there was nothing, and I think that's a little bit why I'm interested in trying to add value with this podcast. Sure. Is I like coaching.
Yep.
And I don't have a team, but can you add value to someone else, someone who you don't even know what value you added them? It was fun talking with AJ Hawk. There were a couple of things he mentioned that I didn't even know,
you remembered,
impacted him.
Yep.